Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a guide for Spiral Abyss Floor 6. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually do a guide for Floor 6 since we did one for 7, 8, and 9. But I've been requested to do one. Now, we did beat Floor 6 when I was adventuring 30. And we are now above 35, which basically means we were able to ascend our characters again, our weapons, and level up our talents. So I do feel like we're kind of out leveled for the opponents on that stage, but I'll do a guide, a general guide nonetheless. And I just want to do a quick showcasing of our characters here. So here's main character, the weapon that we're using, the artifacts, Exile for energy recharge, and 18% for a 2-piece Braveheart. We're using Geo main character, and we're rocking Exile because we get our ult back fast, so I wouldn't mind having just more energy recharge. Um, Attack percentage on that, Geo bonus damage for the goblet, and attack percentage on the final piece. We have 5 constellations, which you get for free just by progressing through your adventure ranks and buying the constellations off of the Leeway souvenir shop. Our talents, 5, 9, and 8. Xiangling here for the attributes. The weapon, Crescent Pike, 4-star craftable. A 2-piece Berserker, 2-piece Gladiator set. HP Flower, not upgraded. 311 attack on the feather. Attack percentage, and crit rate. 0 constellation. 6, 6, and 5 for the talents. Barbara, we didn't put much investment in. Level 50. Level 20 weapon prototype, craftable from the blacksmith as well. All these weapons are craftable. A 4-piece Maiden's Beloved, and we just kind of focus on HP, and HP percentage. I did not roll healing bonus, unfortunately. The last piece you would go on healing bonus. 0 constellation, 1, 2, 2 for the talents. Noelle is level 70, so we did start investing in Noelle because I think she will be mandatory for floor 10 with the free-to-play unit, so we're investing in her now. Got her weapon to 60. She's missing an artifact piece, but I'm too lazy to actually try and fit one on her. 0 constellation, 141 for the talents. Lisa over here, level 70. 91, or well, Mapamare, craftable weapon. 2-piece Sojourner and Elemental Mastery. Elemental Mastery, 111. 23 attack, 34 attack, 0 constellation. 441 for the talents, and Amber. We haven't leveled her up at all yet, but she somehow is level 15. Level 1 weapon, no artifacts, no constellation. Basic talents, same thing with Kaya. Level 2, level 1 weapon, no artifacts, no constellation, level 1 talents. So that's my team setup that we're rocking right now, the build and everything. And now let's hop into the Spiral Abyss, Stage 6. Now, first and foremost, we want to just take a look at the ley line. Whenever you're taking on any of these floors, look at the ley line. The ley line disorder says using an elemental burst increases all party members' attack and defense by 6%, max 10 stacks. Once you get 5 stacks and above, your character's movement speed and attack speed will be increased an additional 30%. So, running energy recharge on this stage, especially on a character that has a fast ult, like only 60 energy required for the ult, is good because you're just able to spam your ult and you get stronger the more you do it. So that's normally what you want to do on the stage. We'll take a look at Chamber 1. It has a bunch of cryo units in stage, or in the second half. We have Pyro. Same deal, Cryo Mage and Pyro on the other side. And Cryo with a Stonehide Lava Churl, and then Pyro on the second half. So since we only have 1 Hydro unit, we want to put Barber on team 2. And since top team has a bunch of Cryo, and then we have the Lava Churl on the top team, we need something, some kind of Geo to break that. So my plan, as well as like the Meta Churls and stuff like that, a lot of enemies. My plan normally for this would be putting Xiangling, because she was one of the main DPS units I invested in. So she'll be leading team 1. Lisa to back her up. So synergy there for overload. Noelle for protection. She can be my substitute healer since Barbara is going to team 2. She'll also be good for chamber 3 first half. against those the Stonehide Lava Churl. And if you don't have a Geo user and you don't want to use Noel to break that shield, you can always use Xiangling and Lisa, combine those two elements. And then for the final one, we'll do Amber for 2 fire for 25% extra attack for that fire resonance. And then team 2, what I used back at AR30 was just Geo main character and Barbara. Now, even though I did do this, you can throw in Kaya. You will have Kaya. He is a guaranteed character, and you can use him just to use his ultimate. It'll be an extra ultimate you get for an extra attack and defense going up by 6%. That's not a bad idea. You probably do want to do that. But for me, because my playstyle is I don't like using guy characters. If you ever come by my stream, you will probably never see me using a guy character. Sometimes I'm forced, especially on stage 7 against those Electro Fatuis. That's like the only time I'm actually forced to use Kaya against the Electric Fatui agents. I hate them. But yeah, we're going to be rocking just a 2-man team. That's how I like to do things, and that's what I did. So let's hop in. Alright, and the first buff, normally I just go for raw attack whenever I see it. Especially, I like buffs that go for the entire floor, because for the chamber, it only goes for chamber 1. Once we beat this chamber and go to chamber 2, it's not going to be there, the buff. So we go for attack, I'm going to ignore the rest, and we'll just move on. Now, normally when I first start off playing, I try and pop every single ultimate I can. Every ult, I just go ahead and get it out of the way so we can start regenerating orbs and getting the ultimates back. Because now my attack and defense are going up by 6% for every time we use an ultimate. So we used, what, 4? So our attack and defense are up 24% already. And once we use it one more time, you'll see that we get faster. Our attack speed goes up, and our movement speed goes up. And you can see by the green arrows around our character. Right now, we only have the yellow arrows going up. But once we use our ultimate one more time, you'll see that it starts going up again. And normally, I like to try and go for these snipers first. Because that plant, he's going to disappear. He's going to go underground and pop up right where you are. Same with these guys, the slimes. They'll come to you. So if you want to try and find a spot to go to the snipers. Go to the archers. The other enemies will follow you. So here we are using our ultimate. We have green arrows up. And now you can see we are starting to attack a lot faster, right? We have green arrows around our character. We're moving faster. We're attacking faster. Amber's ult is up. We're just going to pop it just to use it. Because we can use our ultimates and spam them up to 10 times for 10 stacks. And we get 6% attack and defense every single time. We'll use electric to break that shield. Because our bear on Gooba was on cooldown. We don't want him to use his ice ability or whatever it was. Switch over to Lisa. Charge up. Generate a bunch of orbs. And there we go. Pop her ult. Pop Noel's ult. Generate some ice crystals here. Switch back over to our main DPS. Ooh, quickly switch over to Lisa. Try and break this. We got him. So you can use fire or Lisa for that. There we go. First half done. And now second half, we don't have the buffs. As you can see, no green arrows around our character. We don't have the movement speed or the attack speed buff. So we also have to start from the bottom in terms of stacking our ultimates. So now we used it twice. Oh, it seems like I do have it. Interesting. I got it after using it once. Maybe it just took a while for the game to actually recognize it. We'll use Amber here to break the fire plants. Ultimate. Normally I'll try and go for the shaman because he can be a pain separating me from the enemies and preventing me from killing them. Another good thing I like about Geo is I can navigate my pillar and knock other enemies into the other one. And look at that. We have our ult back immediately. Pop down our ult. With those two enemies, our ult is about like almost 50% back. And we just used it. Not even off cooldown. And look at it. Above 50% and it's almost back. It's probably that Exile set doing work. And it's very nice on this stage. Because the more we use our ultimate, the stronger we get, right? Up to 10 times, of course. Use Amber to break that. Ultimate is back. Stomp the ground. Go for the Animo Shaman first. If you guys haven't yet, I would definitely invest in Geo main character. Geo main character is strong. You guys have seen it. I posted many videos about Geo main character, me and Barbara. Two-manned floor 8-3 and took no damage, as well as the entire floor for 8-3, or 8 rather. Some people don't like Geo because of the pillars. Placing the pillars down sometimes, it's a little wonky. You can reset enemies and stuff, but when you're placing your pillars, try and aim for the side. Try and aim for the side of the character. Hold down your E ability to use your pillar. Don't just tap it. Try and hold it down so you can navigate better. So for that, I mean, I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to use it right next to him. I hit his side, he got knocked to the right. I would never put the pillar underneath him because then he could get stuck on top and then the enemy could reset, and that's a pain, right? We don't want that. So always try and aim to the left. You'll always see me try and do that. I try to aim a little bit to the left of them just to kind of scrape them on the side and not actually place it underneath them. Use Amber here to break that. The clear time for this for 3 minutes, or 3 stars, is only 2 minutes on the clock, so very generous on floor 8 here. And there we go, Chamber 1 completed. You should be able to get this done at Ascension rank, or Adventure rank 30. Just make sure your weapons are leveled up, your characters are leveled up, talents, do not forget your talents. And here we have another buff. Character physical damage will be increased by 25%. We're going to take that to stack on top of our current existing buff, attack up 20%, because it goes for the entire floor and it'll carry to the next chamber. We're just getting stronger by taking those floor buffs. Normally, I always try and gravitate towards the floor buffs over the chamber ones. All right, so right here, archers. We do start over. We don't have our fast attack speed, but I always try and prioritize archers. Go for the archers. The other guys will follow you down. They'll end up taking just collateral damage when they get in the way. Always try and go straight for the archers. And remember to spam your ultimate as soon as you get them. We had Amber's ult. I just used it. I don't know if it was optimal to use it right there. I didn't care. I just wanted extra stacks, you know? I don't see any more archers, so we'll focus on this guy. I see a shaman. I think that's a water shaman, and he heals. You normally want to kill the water shaman because he will heal his friends, these other hilly churls. And that can be a pain. Water shaman spawns back. Go for him. Noel has her ult. We'll just pop it just for more stacks of attack and defense. Not really going to necessarily use it. Amber ult. Just pop it to get it out of the way. Normally what you want to do on this floor. You could even, like, I know I don't have Amber with anything right now. I don't have Amber with any sets, right? So what I could do, ideally, is put Amber with an energy recharge set, like Exile. She has 0 artifacts, and she had 0 artifacts when I did this dungeon. But what you could do is put her with energy recharge, 2-piece Exile, and just try and get her ult back fast, right? That's normally what you want to use some of the other characters for anyways. It'll benefit you on the stage. Pop down Lisa's ult. Use Noel to break the shield. Amber, ultimate. No wall, we'll break some shields. And now we have our attack. Now we're starting to attack fast. I guess we've hit 5 stacks already then, huh? Okay, second half. The 2-man team. Hit them both in the center. Ult back, or ability back, I suppose. We'll have our ult pretty soon, since this thing charges so fast. Same deal on the second half as well. Try and focus the shaman and focus the sniper, as well as spamming the ult. We had Barbara's ult up right there, but I should have used it at the very start so we could start generating it back. Hit the sniper. Always just go for the snipers first and the shamans. Prioritize them. These slimes that are jumping at you, they're going to follow you all over the place. So just lead them to the snipers so you don't have to keep running around the entire room and spending time doing that, you know? 2 shamans, we'll get them first. Keep ignoring the slimes. They're going to chase you all the way throughout the map. I'd say probably prioritize these shamans over the snipers. That Animos shaman can be quite a pain. Another Dendro shaman. Ultimate back. You see how many times we're getting our ultimate back in this run? Quite a lot, right? Now this guy with the aura around him, he's going to inflict smoldering flames on us, which you can see down here, the debuff, which will take damage over time. But because we are Geo, our fire shield is negating that damage. Now it's gone, and you can see we're taking damage over time. You can always switch over to Barbara, use her E ability. You'll make yourself wet and cleanse it, right? So you'll see in a moment, boom, vaporized. We got rid of the debuff thanks to Barbara. So Geo, you can have the shield to negate the burning damage, and you have Barbara to cleanse it. You have 2 options right there. And the other option, third option, is just kill that guy that has the aura underneath him, and the buff will go away. And hey, look, we have another buff. Attack up. So we can get another 20% attack on top of our other buffs right here. We don't really need to worry about healing. We could do attack speed, but we'll get attack speed anyways once we use 5 ultimates. So we're just gonna go with raw damage again. But either one of these options right here, one or two, would be good. I can see them both being great. But I'm gonna keep going for raw attack. Raw attack here. We're gonna go for the Geo Shaman first. That's normally what I do on this floor. Go for the Geo Shaman first. If you do not go for that Geo Shaman, he will put up pillars, and it's quite a pain to actually break them unless you swap over to Noel. So try and just focus hard on that Geo Shaman first. And then you can use your Noel to break the shields for those guys. Switch over to your main DPS like Shang Ling and finish them off. Now this guy, switch over to Noel to break the shield, because claymores are effective against him. But if you don't have Noel and Noel died somehow, switch over to Shang Ling, light him on fire, switch over to Lisa, overload. That overload damage is technically doing the same thing. You're going to get that shield down faster. And as you can see, his shield is down. So either Claymore to break the shield, a Geo attack, if you're rocking like Ningguang or something, or combining electric and fire. All those options are viable to break his shield faster. I wouldn't really call it a shield. His enrage state, I suppose. That, or you just wait out the timer, you know? That's always an option. So on this stage, remember on Chamber 1 or Chamber 3 first half, you focus Geo Shaman first. he spawns in the center, at least stagger him to prevent him from using his ability to, because once he uses his ability, all of his friends next to him, the snipers and the hilly churls, will be up on pillars, you know, and then they're kind of like out of your range to hit them, and then you have to break the pillars and then kill them. It's a two-step process, so just make sure you stagger the Geo Shaman first. And here we have the final half, and we have Barbara to break the Abyss Mage's shield. I'll use my E and then hug him just to vaporize the shield faster. And then we just switch our DPS unit, which is our main character, to try and finish the job. And of course you want to remember to use Barbara's ultimate for an extra stack, defense and attack. You want to make sure you can spam them as soon as possible, but make sure you guys are healthy as well. Ultimate back already. Man, this thing comes back so fast. Oh, the gang is all here, man. All the slimes. Alt back. Another Abyss Mage. Switch over to Barbara. Hug him while hitting E. Actually, we want to go for this guy. This guy has the Fire Aura. The same Fire Aura we saw in the previous chamber. Soon he will be inflicting... Yeah, there goes the debuff under our character, as you can see. But we can cleanse it thanks to Barbara. And if Barbara's E was on cooldown, we could always dodge it by going outside of the radius. You'll see that he will pulse. That pulse right there. If you're outside of the zone, you will not be inflicted with it. So you have options of either being outside of the zone, using Barbara to cleanse it, Geo to create a fire shield whenever you use a Geo attack against a fire enemy. You can see these fire crystals come. You'll negate some of the burning damage. That or killing the source. You have multiple options to choose from in terms of dealing with that. And there we go. Floor 6 completed. I know we kind of like speed ran through that. I did say we're kind of over leveled, I want to say, because we did do this at adventure rank 30 and we are 38 now. So once we hit 35, we got a big DPS boost. But you should be able to do it at 30 with the same exact team. I used the same exact team. Make sure you get that Geo bonus damage on your main character. Make sure you are leveling up your talents. Do not forget about this. A lot of people forget about their talents. I would probably focus on the E ability, the Starfell Sword, and then the normal attack. Try and focus on these two as a priority and then go for the ultimate. Because that E ability does a lot of damage. It does. But yeah, I do hope that this guide helped. If you guys have any more questions or comments, please leave them down below. And I hope to catch you guys next time.